Good morning, students. Welcome to class 2 of FY BSc Biotechnology. Students, in our last lecture, we have started with Basic Chemistry 1. From that, Unit 1, that is Nomenclature and Classification of Inorganic as well as Organic Compounds. We have also discussed about the classification of organic compounds. In our today's lecture, we are going to discuss about functional group and basic rules of IUPAC nomenclature. So let's get started. So students, we know that the aliphatic compounds are classified into different types depending on the functional group present in the structure. Functional group is a group of atoms like carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur and halogens with unique structure, which defines a family of compounds having characteristic chemical properties. For example, consider the above table in which the type of compound along with their functional group has been mentioned. Now, let us discuss the basic rules of IUPAC nomenclature. Students, the basic principle of IUPAC nomenclature is that all compounds are named as derivatives of straight chain or normal alkane, which is called as parent alkane. So the first rule states that the longest continuous carbon chain is selected and the corresponding normal alkane is considered as parent alkane. Second is the longest carbon chain is numbered from the end nearest to the branch or substituent. That is, the substituent is indicated by the smallest possible number. Third rule is, if more than one group of the same type is present, then the number of groups or substituents are indicated by the prefix such as di, tri, tetra, etc. For example, diethyl, dichloro, etc. Fourth is, if number of different groups are present, then they are named in the alphabetical order. For example, ethyl first followed by methyl. And fifth is, the number and name are separated by a hyphen and numbers are separated by comma. And the name of the parent alkane is written at the end. Now, let us see the nomenclature of aliphatic hydrocarbons. Aliphatic hydrocarbons are open chain compounds containing only carbon and hydrogen atoms. They are further classified as saturated compounds and unsaturated compounds. Saturated compound, it consists of alkane, which are also called as paraffin, having formula CnH2n plus 2. That is, it contains only single bond, that is sigma bonds. On the other hand, alkenes or olefins, they are unsaturated compounds having formula CnH2n. They contain one or more double bonds. That is, one could be sigma bond and other could be pi bond. And the third, alkyne. They are also unsaturated compound. Alkynes or acetylenes having formula CnH2n minus 2. They contain triple bonds. That is, one could be sigma bond and other two could be pi bonds. Well, now let us discuss about alkanes. Students, alkanes are classified into two types depending upon basic skeleton. That is, straight chain alkane or unbranched alkane, in which all the carbon atoms in the chain are linked to not more than 2 carbon atoms. They are called normal alkanes, denoted by prefix N. Second is branched chain alkane, in which one or more carbon atoms are linked to more than 2 other carbon atoms. Consider the example of straight chain alkane and branched chain alkane. So students, let us try to write down the IUPAC names of the following alkanes. Consider this example. Let us count the number of carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is, parent is butane. So we can write down as N-butane or just butane. Consider the second example. Let us count the number of carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Parent is pentane. So it is N-pentane or just pentane. Now, consider the branched chain alkane. So initially it is isobutane because it consists of 4 carbon atoms. But its IUPAC name is, let us count the number of carbon atoms. 1, 2 and 3. That is propane. And on second carbon there is a presence of substituent, that is methyl group. So we can write down as 2-methyl propane. Now, for this structure, there are 4 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is butane. Parent alkane is butane. And on second carbon there is a presence of substituent. So we can write down as 2-methyl butane. Now, consider this structure. Let us count the number of carbon atoms. Longest chain of carbon atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So, on second position there is methyl group and on third position there is ethyl group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That is hexane. So, parent alkane is hexane. That is 3-ethyl, 2-methyl, hexane. 3-ethyl, 2-methyl, hexane. Consider this structure. 1, 2, 3 and 4. But longest chain of carbon atom is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. C2H5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That is alkane is pentane. That is on third position there is a presence of substituent. That is methyl group is present on third position. So you can write down as 3-methyl pentane. Now students, let us draw the structures of the following IUPAC names which are provided. So first is 4-ethyl 2,2-dimethyl hexane. So the parent alkane is hexane. So first we have to draw 6 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Next part is numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next is on fourth position there is ethyl group. So on fourth position we'll write down C2H5. And on second position there is methyl group, but 2,2-dimethyl. That is on second position there are 2 methyl groups. That is CH3 and CH3. Now let us complete the remaining structure. We know that carbon's valency is 4, so it forms 4 bonds. There's already 1 bond over here, so we have to add 3 more hydrogen atoms over here. Over here we have to add 2 more hydrogen atoms. Over here 1 hydrogen atom, and over here CH2. Then C, its already valency is completed, so we'll add over here 3 hydrogen atoms. So now this is our complete structure. That is 4-ethyl 2,2-dimethyl hexane. Now let us draw the structure 5-ethyl 2,4-dimethyl heptane. So the parent alkane is heptane. So we'll draw 7 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. On fifth position there is ethyl group C2H5, and on second and fourth position there is methyl group CH3. Now let us complete the remaining structure. There is already 1 bond over here. We have to add 3 more hydrogen atoms over here. There are 3 bonds over here, so we have to add 1 hydrogen atom over here. There are 2 bonds, so there shall be 2 hydrogen atoms. There are 3 bonds, so 1 hydrogen atom. There are 3 bonds, so 1 hydrogen atom. There are 2 bonds, so 2 hydrogen atom. There is 1 bond, so there are 3 hydrogen atom. So in this way, our whole structure has been completed. Students, now let us write down the IUPAC names of the following structures. It belongs to the class of alkenes, which consist of carbon-carbon double bond. So over here, first we have to select the longest chain of carbon atom, which consists of double bond. So double bond should get the least possible number. So instead of numbering from this side, we have to number from this side. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So there are 4 carbon atoms. So it comes to parent alkane is butene. That is, ANE of alkane is replaced by ENE. So that is butene. So first we'll write down butene. So on first carbon atom there is a presence of double bond. So it becomes 1-butene. Over here, consider the second structure. Double bond is over here. So we'll start numbering from either this side or this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So second carbon has got double bond. So 4 carbon atoms are there. So we'll write down again as butene. And on second position, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So second position, second carbon atom has got double bond. So we'll write down 2-butene. That is but2-ene or 2-butene. So over here, 2-butene has got 2 isomeric forms. That is, if the carbon atoms, if the methyl groups are on the same side, then we can name it as cis-2-butene. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And if the methyl groups are on the opposite side, we'll name it as trans-butene. That is cis-2-butene and trans-2-butene. Then over here, let us consider the longest chain of carbon atom. So over here, wherever there is double bond, it should get the least possible number. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is butene. And on third position there is methyl group. So 3-methyl. And first position, first carbon has got double bond. So 3-methyl, 1-butene. Then over here, we'll consider this carbon atom because there is a presence of double bond over here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that is again butene. And on second position, there is a presence of ethyl group. So 2-ethyl, 1-butene. Students, now let us draw the structures of the following names which are provided. So first is 2-methyl hex 3-ene. So parent alkene is hexene. So first we'll draw 6 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Well, let us number it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now on third position, hex 3-ene. So on third carbon atom there is a presence of double bond. So we'll draw double bond over here. And on second carbon there is a presence of methyl group. So that is 2-methyl CH3. Now let us complete the remaining structure. There is one bond over here. So we have to add 3 more hydrogen atoms over here. There are 3 bonds. So 1 hydrogen atom. Over here there are 3 bonds. So 1 hydrogen atom. Over here again there are 3 bonds. So 1 hydrogen atom. Over here there are 2 bonds. So 2 hydrogen atom. And over here 1 bond, there is 3 hydrogen atoms. Now for this second structure, 5-ethyl, 4-methyl, hept2-ene. So parent alkene is heptene. So 7 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So on second, 2-ene. So second carbon, it has got double bond. So we'll draw double bond over here. Then methyl is present on 4th carbon atom. So CH3. And on 5th carbon atom, presence of ethyl group. So now let us complete the remaining structure. There's 1 bond. So over here 3 hydrogen atoms. There are 3 bonds. So 1 hydrogen atom. 3 bonds, 1 hydrogen atom. 3 bonds, 1 hydrogen atom. 3 bonds, 1 hydrogen atom. 2 bonds, 2 hydrogen atom. And 1 bond, 3 hydrogen atom. So in this way we can draw the structures of the following IUPAC names of alkenes. So students, now let us give the IUPAC name for the following compounds. This is the structure for alkynes as it consists of carbon-carbon triple bond. So over here, according to the rules, alkyne, we have to consider the longest chain of carbon atom and the triple bond should get the least possible number. So first, in this first structure, there are 4 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So numbering you can do from this side or from this side also. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So over here 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is parent is butene. So over here on second position there is a presence of triple bond. So we have to write down 2-butene in this structure. Now numbering will start from this carbon atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 is hexane. So we can write down as 4-methyl 2-hexane. 4-methyl 2-hexane. Now in this structure there are 4 carbon atoms. There is presence of double bond as well as triple bond. So we'll start numbering from the left hand side, as the double bond should get the least possible number. So the structure becomes 1-butene 3-ine. Now in this structure there are 5 carbon atoms. So it is pentyne. Now there is a presence of double bond as well as triple bond. So we shall start numbering from the left hand side. So first position, first carbon has got the double bond, that is ene, and fourth carbon has got triple bond. So the name of the structure comes to 1-pentene 4-ine. Students, now let us draw the structures of the following alkynes. 4-methyl 2-hexane. So hexane, parent alkyne is hexane. So 6 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Let us give it numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now on second there is hexane, that is presence of triple bond. So on second carbon atom there should be a triple bond. 1 and 2. And on fourth position, fourth carbon atom, there is a presence of methyl group. So we'll draw this CH3. Now let us complete the remaining structure. So there is 1 bond over here. 3 hydrogen atoms should be added. So now its valency is complete. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. This valency is also completed. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3. So this is the structure. Next is 1-butene 3-ine. So there is a presence of double bond as well as triple bond. So 4 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So on first position, first carbon atom, there is a presence of ene. So double bond will be there. And on third carbon atom, there is a presence of triple bond. So in this way the structure would be. So now let us complete the remaining structure. There are 2 bonds. So 2 hydrogen atoms over here. There are 3 bonds. So 1 hydrogen atom over here. Carbon valency is satisfied. So over here only 1 hydrogen atom. So this is the structure of 1-butene 3-ine. Next is alkyl radical. Alkyl radical is a group of atoms having an unused valency, which is obtained by removing a hydrogen atom from an alkane. They are named by replacing the suffix ane of alkane by yl. Consider few examples. For example, if we have alkane like methane, CH4. So if we remove 1 hydrogen atom from it, we get CH3, that is methyl radical. Similarly, consider the other examples. Next is alicyclic hydrocarbons. Cycloalkanes are close chain hydrocarbon having general formula CnH2n. They are named by attaching the prefix cyclo to the name of the alkane that has same number of carbon atoms as that in the ring. Students, now let us discuss about the examples of alicyclic hydrocarbons. First example is cyclopropane, cycloalkane. So we'll take propane, that is propane 3 carbon atoms. So CH2, CH2 and CH2, cyclopropane. Then next is cyclobutane. Next example could be cyclopentane. 5 carbon atoms. Next is cyclohexane. Next example could be, if substituent is present, then in such case it is represented as follows. For example, consider the structure cyclopentane with the presence of one substituent. So it is numbered and named as methyl cyclopentane. Consider one more structure. For example, draw the structure of ethyl cyclohexane. So first we have to draw the ring structure, cyclic structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and presence of ethyl group. So these are few examples of alicyclic hydrocarbons. Next is haloalkanes, that is halogen substituted hydrocarbons. The halogen derivatives of hydrocarbons contain one or more halogens in place of hydrogen atom. If hydrocarbon is an alkane, then they are known as haloalkanes. In IUPAC system, they are named by placing the prefix fluoro, chloro, bromo, iodo before the name of hydrocarbon. The prefix di, tri, tetra are used if there are more than one halogen atoms. The halogen atoms and other alkyl substituents are named in the alphabetical order with their respective numbers. Students, now let us discuss the examples of halogen substituted hydrocarbons, that is haloalkanes. So first example is, suppose CH3Cl. So it is called as chloromethane. One hydrogen is replaced by halide group. Second example is so the name of this compound is chlorocyclopentane. Chlorocyclopentane. We'll see one more example. CHCl3. That is, it is called as chloroform, which is also written in this pattern CHCl3, or trichloromethane. One more example. So we'll start numbering from this chloro 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That is 1 chloro 4 methyl cyclohexane. Next is alcohols. These are hydroxy compounds. Alcohols are compounds which contain monovalent hydroxyl, that is OH group, as their functional group. Their common name is alcohol and they are named after the alkyl group to which the OH group is attached. For example, methanol or methyl alcohol, ethanol or ethyl alcohol. The aliphatic alcohols are classified as primary, secondary and tertiary according to the number of carbon atoms joined to the carbon atoms bearing the hydroxyl group. The IUPAC name of an alcohol is obtained by replacing the E of parent alkane by OL. They are known as alkanol. The parent chain is the longest chain containing carbon atoms to which OH group is attached, and this carbon atom is given smallest possible number. Now, let us consider the examples of alcohols. For example, C2H5, that is ethanol. Second is CH3OH, that is methanol. Next is, for example, we'll consider one example of primary alcohol or normal alcohol. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH. So the numbering will start from the carbon having this hydroxyl group. 1, 2, 3, 4. So parent is butane. So we'll write down as N-butyl alcohol. Consider one more example of secondary butyl alcohol, that is 2-butanol. So over here, this is an example of tertiary butyl alcohol. Next, let us draw the structure of 1-pentanol. 5 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and OH group, CH2, 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 CH2 and CH3. Now, let us draw the structure of cyclohexanol. Cyclohexane, presence of OH, cyclohexanol. If it is cyclopentanol, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and OH group. So students, in our today's lecture, we have discussed about functional group, then basic rules of IUPAC nomenclature. We have also discussed about nomenclature of aliphatic compounds, which consist of alkane, alkene and alkynes. Then we have discussed about alicyclic hydrocarbons along with halogen substituted hydrocarbons, that is haloalkanes. And finally we have discussed about alcohols, that are hydroxy compounds. So students, in our next lecture we shall discuss some more functional groups. Till then, take care.